Here to accept the award on his behalf, I am delighted to introduce Christopher Myers, a writer, artist, and award-winning illustrator. In addition to his Coretta Scott King Illustrator Honor Award for Jazz, he has received a Coretta Scott King Illustrator Honor for his book, Black Cat. His first picture book, Harlem, a poem written by Walter D. Myers, received a Caldecott Honor as well as a Coretta Scott King Illustrator Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Myers.
As we're being about the business of poetry today, I thought I'd start with one of the poems in the book, and then make a few comments. A sultry love song, sassy as a summer day, goes dancing from my heart and fills my mind with such sweet things to say. Like I love you oh so much, and I tremble when you touch my hand. Can you understand? Or can't you really see what your beauty does to me, and your every word to me is my command? It's our song, our love song. Can you hear it? Just the beginning? Or am I just imagining those precious sounds? It's a warm night, and much to my delight, my heart beats like a cool jazz bass, making a special place for us to follow as we walk on the edges of a dream. Or is that horn man painting the edges of a love moonbeam? Are those chords the heart of reason? Or is this just the silly season to fall in love? The melody and the beat are blending to a happy ever ending for you and me. It's a love song, a sultry love song, all night. I stand here somewhat disturbed. I'm not exactly happy about this. I mean, I'm happy for Dad. I love him. But I implore you, seriously, I'm asked, do not encourage this man. I say this as an illustrator. Manuscripts come across my desk from time to time, and I'm excited by them because they hold for me the possibilities of drawing something simple, something bunnies, clouds, trees, and somehow still, because of my filial obligation, I end up with these things. Or am I just imagining those precious sounds? I know, images don't just spring to mind. The edges of a love moonbeam, how do you draw that? And so I tell you, do not encourage this man. This is now, we've done a few books together, and each time he gets more complex. He gets more nuanced. And with each little bit of complexity, each nuance, I roll my eyes, I go back to the drawing board, and I suffer. So every time that someone recognizes that this is interesting, full work, understand that I will suffer. Alternatively, if he were here, he might say something about being honored to be part of a discussion that we are all having about literature. Being honored to be recognized as one of those people who's bringing a high level of wordplay, of inventiveness, and of those things he would call literary merit to children. I tell you, in as someone who's involved in books for a little bit, we're losing the literary merit at times. In a world where Barnes and Nobles oftentimes can be the dictating force between whether or not a young author will get published, it is so important that folks like you raise a voice and say, this is important. This is the kind of text that we want to put in the hands of children. It's so important that other poets are being recognized, that poetry itself is being recognized as being important for children. Otherwise, what kind of language will they be left with? They'll be left with the copy ads, the copy for advertisements, the bad scripting of cartoons. This is where we get to find a place that children can live with the language that we want to give them, with the legacy of language that we have grown up with, the special poems, the special stories that we have to tell them. If you want to put high-level language in the hands of children, we know where to go. It's to folks like you guys. It's in the hands of librarians and teachers. This is how you get to special language in the hands of children. And so in the end, it's a partnership. It's a partnership between me and my dad, because we get to put a book together. I get to suffer. It's a partnership between us and the people who get to put these books into the hands of children. And so there's one poem in this book that Pop always reads when he refers to our partnership. And here, I'd like to read it to refer to the partnership we've all shared in. There's a crazy rhythm in the drums. You can feel it when it comes. It's so cool. You can hear the bass man humming and his fingers start to strumming. He's steady stroking in a music pool. The pianos come alive and I know that she'll be driving through the night. And it's so right, you know, you know. And now I come in. This horn is my heart, and I've got to play my part. That takes you to another place and time. This melody from memory makes harmonies that reach to be so much more than a simple tune or rhyme. I'll take you as far as I can go. I'll blow as hard as I can blow. I'll reach for the stars, blow notes around Mars, and then you come in, and then you come in. You have come in for us, and we thank you. Pop, thanks you. Thank you so much for this.